Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very big event in the US market. We have the FOMC interest rate decision, so this is the topic for today. We are going to look at what is really important and where we need to focus during the press conference and how the market can be dovish or hawkish during the press conference. So the point is what can use Fed in order not to dump the US dollar. So let's go on our economic calendar. We are going to see one by one all the most important parts. We have the Fed interest rate decision. As we all know, the Fed is expected to have the interest rates uh, in 5.5%, so it is not expected any increase here. However, they can do any small increase, but I'm not expecting this considering that also 5.5 is too much in this situation. Also, the inflation figures are already uh, getting better. The growth in the wages and also on new job positions has improved a lot since the previous year, so there is no reason for this change this time, I guess. However, what is very important will be the FOMC economic projection. As you can see, this is the most important part that I am focused for today. They will interpret this data as they want in order to manipulate the market, in my opinion. If they are going to increase the interest rates in the interest rate projection, the focus will be that probably they want to have a stronger dollar or a weaker dollar. However, if they are going to increase the interest rates on the economic rate projection, it means that the market is going to anticipate what the Fed will do during the coming year. So where will be this rate? If this is going to be, for example, 5% and not 4.6%, it means that the Fed is not going to decrease the interest rates anytime soon. And also this zero point 0.5 decrease that may happen, probably they may say that we are going to look at this during the end of the coming year. So everything depends how they will interpret this data here. If we are not going to have any change in the interest rate projection for all the years, I'm taking this as an example, probably we are going to have a dovish FOMC statement which will impact the US dollar, and probably we may see a weaker US dollar today. If they are going to increase the economic rate, the interest rate projection, it means that they will not decrease the interest rates as they have in this list here, but probably they want to hold this for a longer time period with bigger interest rates. This is the reason that an increase on the interest rate projection should impact the US dollar for good, and we may see strength in the US dollar. If this is going to be flat, or probably we are going to see any decrease on the interest rate projection, for example, from 4.6, that is the end of the coming year, and if this is going to be projected as 4% or 3.5%, it means that during the coming year, the Fed is going to decrease the interest rates by 2% approximately. So they may send a dovish signal. I don't think that they will do that. However, it is likely possible that probably they will not change this projection, and again, it may impact the US dollar uh, in a negative way here. So this is what I'm looking at for the economic rate, interest rate projection. So let's see what we have also from a technical perspective. So if this is supported as well, if we are going to look at on the interest rates that we have, we may see the dollar index is also positioned between 2 points. One is 104.65 and the second one is 105.9. So far we have the bulls that are positioned in this area here that may push the price up during the FOMC. And on the other hand, we have a structure zone that proved to be very strong, that if we are going to extend on the left part of the structure, we may see that we have strong pressure. So we have pressure from above. We have sellers at our position, and look at the waves, how big they were during this moment, and we may face the same thing here. For the moment, I don't see anything interesting for the US dollar to break through this area and to increase further. So we have to be very careful. Even if the price will create a slight breakout for a possible increase, we have to be careful because we may see price moving down further again. However, this is only my perspective and how I'm looking at this right now. On a 4-hour for the dollar index, we may see that we don't have any clear movement yet. The price is doing this type of price development. It is not clear where the next wave will go, so we can't know in advance the next projection. However, this is also showing that we are having this type of pattern or small pattern in advance. This is a type of wedge pattern. The chances are that we may see this type of movement. It can be possible for the last attempt, and later we may see the price moving down from this point and probably even lower. However, this is with the data that we have. The price is still bullish. We don't have any change yet, and that is why we have to be very, very careful. Also, the moves that we have are getting more complex, as you may see. This is also showing for a price that is expanding on the lower part, and it is likely that the price may bounce above this pattern and it may push higher. However, the small movement, the bullish movement, can be on the short term. So let's be careful with this one. This is what I'm looking at, possible bullish, and later we may see a bearish wave. We have resistance from above. However, everything may be clear during the FOMC. Until that moment, as long as the price will develop this pattern, it may also continue moving down further. So we need any confirmation for a bullish move and for a bearish move. So the price is already has already stopped in this area so far, 105.3 approximately. So let's see what is going to happen. Dollar index is still in troubles here. We can see that the bullish volume is losing strength. So let's see the other one. What do we have? The next one that I'm looking at here is US 500. I was looking at for a possible bearish move since when the price was in this area. As you can see, it came down from the previous analysis, increased and came down again. Yesterday, I was looking at for a possible bullish opportunity from this point here, and later for a move down. And however, the speculation that happened yesterday pushed the price down, but we are still in a possible bullish scenario. We have to be very careful. It is not clear yet what is going to happen. As you may see, the price is still struggling to grow close to the top. It may happen probably during FOMC. Until that moment, we have to be careful because all these moves may push the price down again, how the price created the yesterday move, because we can be close to a bigger bearish wave. However, I would like to wait for FOMC, and later we can see for a possible bearish movement here. See, this is for US 500. The next one that is also very, very complex during this moment is Euro USD, also our favorite for today. On the current position, we may see that the price is testing a very strong weekly zone. On the left side of the structure, we can observe that 101.0640 is very strong area that already stopped the price. We have structure zone on the same price level close to March 20 if we are going to look at back on the history chart, and we have all of this weekly resistance zone. So the price may face strong resistance in all of these areas. If we are going to move on a daily chart, we may see that we have the initial price reaction on the first area that we are looking at on the daily chart. It is not clear that the bullish volume may push the price higher during FOMC. So let's break this down on a lower time frame, and we can see that the price already stopped below the structure zone. So it is not clear yet if the price is going to break through this zone and it will continue higher, or probably the price will move down further. So what we may expect in these conditions? Probably the bullish move may begin once the price will break through the structure zone. We may see any pullback. It can happen very fast during the news event, and this will increase the chances for a possible bullish movement. Until that moment, we have to be careful because we are on a very big time frame, is very large. We have to see the price moving above 1.0760 approximately before it moves higher. Because on the other hand, if this is not going to happen, considering that we are on this area here, look at how strong this area is again. The chances are very high that the price may face resistance where it is right now, and it can continue as it did before. So look at how the price behaved before. Came down, one up, we had a big structure that stopped the price growing, came down again, it was stopped, increased again, it was looking like bullish, it can be stopped here and it can move down. So as long as the price will be below the our area that we are focused so far in this zone here, it is likely possible that it can continue moving down further. So this is a very strong important zone. As a minimum, we need to see what the price will do today during FOMC and tomorrow morning before it will change the trend. So the change of the trend will not be so easily. So let's see, this is the area that I'm focused. It is not clear yet for any of the movement that we are looking at today. And another one that I want to look at is GBP USD, considering that the market is focused also on this one, is one of the largest currency pairs. We have also the Bank of England tomorrow, which will create also a very complex situation, considering that they may increase the interest rates, but on the other hand, it is not expecting anything interesting from them. That is why we have to be very, very careful. So even if we are going to see today any strong rejection from this point, because the price is in a strong daily structure so far, and probably the current volume that we have and the chances for a dovish statement from the Fed's chairman Powell may create this type of movement. Even if it moves higher, we have to be careful because the Bank of England can dump the price again. So it is not an easy situation. In my opinion, it is better if you stay away from GBP USD. It didn't move in a clear way also before if we are going to analyze the waves. So look at how the price behaved before. We had several times this type of breakouts, price increased, came down. We saw this type of movements that they were getting ready for other moves, price increased again, create something that was not clear. So we have to be very, very careful. These moves are very clear on a 1 hour time frame. Also today, despite the fact that the CPI data from GBP prove that they are slowing down, and it should be taken as positive. However, the market interprets this in a negative way. We may see that the price already reacted here. So it is waiting for FOMC. It's a clear sign. And also on this time frame, the price is showing this type of wedge pattern here. So we have a price contraction. Probably any move above this pattern may change the bullish perspective. So we may see a bullish movement, what we are looking at so far for today. However, we have to be careful because we may face also speculative moves that can push the price up and later it can dump. So we have seen this type of scenario several times. So we have to wait for this breakout and let's see if the price will hold here for tomorrow, and probably the next trade may be ready. However, this is tricky because we have FOMC, we have Bank of England tomorrow, which will create big problems on both sides. So let's see what is going to happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis for today. So that's all. I wanted to share with you also the economic projection that I forget before. For the first year, second year, and the third year, as you can see, during the previous time, since December, the economic projection, the interest rate projection was 4.1%. During the previous meeting, it was 4.3, and they increased it for the first year to 4.6. So it means that they will decrease the interest rates during the coming year with slower steps. However, we have to be careful. We may see this to be flat on this meeting. I don't see reason why they should increase. However, if they will increase the projection, that it is not important, considering that they are not going to take decisions if they are going to increase or decrease the interest rate projection. So they can do this several times, and at the end of the day, it will not impact the real interest rates, and this is why they are playing with these numbers. We may see these numbers probably even to grow in order to hold the interest rates higher. So let's see. For the second year, we may see that it was 3.4%. The last one that we have, on March it was 3.1, and we saw that on December it was 3.1. So probably for the second year they may stop, they may not increase the interest rates here, the projection. And for the third year, we saw that it was actually, this is 3.1%. It was during this is for 2022, as you can see. So they didn't change this at all for the third year. And we have a longer time that they didn't change at all. So the chances are very high, as I see, that they may change only the first year interest rate projection in order to create some support for the US dollar. So let's see what is going to happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. Thank you. Bye bye.